Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the markets. Currently 4:10 p.m. October 1st, 2021, Friday, getting into the weekend on the first day of October. And we have the markets cranking. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Yes, we are in a melt up kind of day again. After a few days this week of some dismal activity. Actually, it's been a pretty rough September and August. We could be looking at some of this action for quite a while. Who knows? The best thing we can do is just be patient, not overtrade, and look for things that set up. I had a rough couple months, I would say. I wasn't making any money. I was losing money. I was making money. I was losing money. I was making money. I was losing money. So it was like videos were far and in between this month. Past month, and I don't know what's going to be like going forward. I just have a lot going on, and I will do my best to give you my layout or my day and what I see coming or potentially coming and how the market's reacted and how I handled it. That's what it's all about. I spoke to a mentor yesterday, kind of trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of not so much strategies, but approaches to the market and what's working, what's not, because you do need to adjust some things with the market. And I'm feeling like I'm going to stick with what I've been doing over the past year and a half. Just be more selective, trade smaller size and stuff like that. And then hopefully news flow, which has been dead. I'm not even doing a video for September. Will step up. Did not get any news today, so that's a bad omen, I guess, for the first day of October. But it is Friday. It is going into the weekend, and hopefully things will pick up next week. It just needs 1 or 2 plays a day. That's all I ask for. That's all I ask for, 1 or 2. I plan on pushing a little bit more heavy, too, on those and sitting back on the rest. But I'm not going to do that until I see continuation moves on the news flow, because currently we see news just kind of pop and drop. And this is kind of like how the market is right here. So I like to zoom in on these 2 candles. These are 5-minute candles in the SPY, right? So at the end of the day, last 5 minutes, this is kind of how the market has been. We go up, make out some new highs over the last like 20, 30 minutes. And guess what? We sell off and make new lows with higher volume. It's kind of like how I felt all last 2 months, just like pops. You feel like it's going to go, and then it fails and fails hard. So this has kind of been my scenario here. I'm going to try to focus a little bit on, getting in. I did have a nice trade today on Disney. I traded very small shares on it, and I'll show you what I did and why I did it. So let me bring up my day. In the morning, I'm going to trade a little bit more aggressively because the action is a little bit better. This ATER, I kind of got fooled by it early on, looking for the 1150 break, and it just didn't work, and I took a small loss at 76. AVIR, right? So AVIR was a similar kind of play. These are 5-minute candles. It was like the first 2-minute break through 46. Look at the high here, 46.62. Okay, so I got in at like 45.85, and I lost money. I was in for 300 shares. Probably had like a 200 profit at some point. And it just flipped on me, and it was just a terrible stock. Like, this is a stock I should not be trading, even though it's in play and the action's pretty good on it. I didn't lose big on it. I only lost what did I lose on it? $13, but I could have made $200. I just need to sell it all or what? I got to figure that out. SPWR was actually the stock I was watching the most today. I felt like it had a lot of catalysts and things like that can break up above this 25.50 level. Only got to 25.47 at the high. You can see here, back over here. Where is it? Here's, you got the 25.60, and you got here the 25.48. So the 25.47 breaks, you got the 25.48 breaks, and 25.60 breaks. We got some nice moves up to this 200 on this little breakout on SPWR. Guess what? Never did anything. So there's that. I tried front running here on this candle, and it failed. Small loss. RKLB just got in a little late. Turned on me, and actually did go. Coin was kind of a news play, but just turned around. mRNA was a short. Just getting kind of beat up today. I was looking for it to break lows, and I was trading it down this level. I felt comfortable with trading it here. Of course, it went down another 5 points after I got out, but I got $47 on small shares. I didn't realize I traded that GREE. I think I did a bang in, bang out here, the break of 2650. It broke 2650 and I sold it all. This is after I traded that AVIR. I'm like, I'm selling this thing because this thing was kind of whippy and kind of crappy on the daily, and the volume wasn't too heavy. DAL, which is, Delta. Airlines are strong. This thing is just like a hockey stick, just going like come down after the gap fade, then popped up. And I think that's all I want to mention real quick. Come back to Delta in a second. Is just like this gap, small gap, fade. Like, oh, we're going new lows. Here we go. And guess what? Found a bottom on these like 6 or 7 candles, and then it rips up to new highs. And we have an inside day. We broke the low of yesterday, but we did rip up to get in the inside day at the close. So there's that. So if we break out of this candle tomorrow and break out of that candle, this is Monday, I'm sorry, we could see some nice movement to the 440 and maybe some action. That's what I'm hoping for. Going back to Delta. This thing was nice. I mean, it made this move to 45. Did this nice pullback, and this is where I traded it on this pullback and got it back up to 45, but it never cleared there. I was actually in pretty heavy for me. But Delta's one of those ones that trades 17 million. I was comfortable not getting like a rug pull on me, maybe a 10-cent loss, 15-cent loss at the most. And it worked, it went in my favor. And I was like, wow, I did a trade and it did it right. It was like $127. It was a 134 day. No options today, but I'm going to hold off on options once again because I'm just learning about price improvement and it's just not there on TradeStation right now. So the Disney trade is the most interesting one, I think, today. And this is what I'm going to be looking to do. I'm going to switch to a 2-minute chart. Disney had a lot of momentum today. And that's number one rule. Number one rule. It's got to be up on the day. It's got to be strong. It's got to have news. It's got to have catalysts. It's got to have reasoning. It's got to be breaking out. There's like 6 or 7 rules it's got to be for me to play certain stocks, especially like a Disney, on a pullback. So in a pullback, I'm looking for it to continue back up, right? So in this case, it was kind of like midday, I think. I think it's right here. This is it, right here. Okay, so this is a 2-minute candle, made new highs here, going to 177, pulled back. And once it broke this EMA, I was looking for it to break above that. And that's when I got in it. And as you can see, it went to 177.10. The break here was 176.82. So a nice 30-cent move. I'm not too sure how much to look for on a stock like Disney. I did get out early on it, of course. Got out. I was only in for, I think it was 25 shares. So $2 on 25 shares. I don't know. I was in for 50 shares, sold like 25 of them for like 10 cents. Now I'm trying to process here. I'm not trying to make money on this. I mean, of course I'd like to make money on it, but I'm just trying some things out. So I'm not risking much. And if it went against me and I lose 30 cents, I'm only losing, $15. It's no big deal. In this case, I can try it out. Of course, I'm still having my old mindset where like if it goes against me or comes down, I should sell. And of course, here it comes down, it gets below my entry, which is 81, and I got out. And then eventually it went up to 177.10. Eventually it made new highs up to 177.32. But this like pullback on the 2-minute was just really sweet, I think. You had these nice move up, slow pull down, slower volume, and then we kind of cranked up again. Yes, it was at 2 o'clock, not the ideal time to trade, but the markets had some volume today. So, yesterday's volume was pretty strong down here on the daily. And then today was pretty strong as well. So it had some reasonings behind it. You bring it all together after the fact, you look at hindsight and all that. But I felt like that was a pretty comfortable move. Now, if I was in with 500 or 1,000 shares on that 30-cent move, that's a lot different. It's $150 or $300 or something like that, and really no pain. It never went against me. Went against me like 3 cents, I think. During this fluctuation of trying to break out of that high, and I didn't have to really risk much. So that's what I'm going to be looking to do a little bit on bigger names that are in play. That's the key. They got to be in play, and they got to have some volume. And, I'm not going to do this on like ATER or something like that. I mean, if I do that, I'm going to be much smaller in size, but so be it. So that's a long video. It's been a long week, long month, long 2 months. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video. I'll try to be back next week best I can. And you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.